Hello, I'm Davidson, and I'm from a small town called Palmer in Illinois. I'm 17 years old, and I attend Faith Bible Christian Academy in Roseman, Illinois. And I live in a small town with roughly about 250 people. And today I'll be talking about my culture. I'll be talking about nonverbal communication in my culture, and I'll also be talking about mass communication within my culture. So my culture. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood. I still live in a neighborhood predominantly Caucasian dominated. I'm also a follower of Christ, and because of this, I often attend church and church-related events. Personally, I choose to pursue Christ outside of church. We are called as believers to pick up our crosses daily, which I try to do my best at every day. So one of the stigmas of Christianity is that we are perfect beings, that we are saints and we never sin, we never fail, we will never have struggle. But this is actually a false belief and a false representation of what Christians are. We are broken people who desperately need a Savior, and so we look to Christ for this, to heal us of our brokenness, our sin. And so my Christian culture affects the way I see people just throughout my day, throughout the world. I try to look at people through how God looks at them. For example, homeless people. Sometimes my inner flesh, my man, looks at them as less, and which God doesn't tell us to do. When I look at them through the eyes of God, I see that they are human. They're just like me, and they're just like you. I also try to be a source of love for all people. Doesn't matter whether you're white, doesn't matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, Asian, doesn't matter if you're male, female. If you are a human being created by God, I want to be a source of love to you because Jesus loved me first. Now, every day I wake up, I see as an opportunity to spread their light to people who are living in darkness. Being a source of love is not only through words, but it's also through my actions. And one of my greatest love languages is physical touch. And giving hugs is one way I communicate through nonverbal communication. Hugs can mean so many things. They mean things like, I love you, I'm sorry, it's going to be okay, and many other things. Another thing in my culture is handshakes. Handshakes mean a lot, especially as a man. Handshakes tell me how trustworthy you are and whether I should believe what you say. Whenever people do not share the same value as a handshake as me, and they give me, I call it a limp fish or an unfirm handshake, I often get offended, and this makes me upset. For example, I met a girl's boyfriend, and I wanted to give him a handshake to show him respect, and he decided to give me a limp fish, a weak handshake, and I was upset about it. I was very angry, and I felt disrespected. And so the last thing I want to talk about is mass communication. Now, I personally believe that mass communication and culture is destroying today's critical thinking skills. Cultures are sharing their beliefs and what they do, which is a great thing. But also, this can often misrepresent what their culture actually is. For example, if someone goes on the internet and they do something bad, okay, and someone realizes that they're from a certain ethnic group. Now, even though it was the individual, people may look at the ethnic group incorrectly and may make assumptions about them, which is incorrect. This is a problem because people are not looking at people as individuals, they're looking at people through a broad stereotype. And this is a problem with mass communication. I believe that we should look at people as individuals, as men and women, and just see them as who they are, not of their culture, ethnic background, color, age, religion, to see them as people. I'm Davidson, this is my speech.